exercise 3.1 of the chapter number 3, pair of linear equation, two variables. So starting with the question number 1, as you can see here in the question number 1, so x plus y is equals to 14 and x minus y is equals to 4. So we have to use the substitution method here. So we have written x plus y is equals to 14, x minus y is equals to 4. So from equation 1 we can write y is equals to 14 minus x. Now putting this value in the equation number 2, so we are getting x minus within bracket 14 minus x is equals to 4. So we have 2x is equals to 18, that is x is equals to 9. So to putting the value of x in the equation 3, we get y is equals to 14 minus 9, which is equals to 5, x is equals to 9 and y is equals to 5 is the required answer. Then moving to the second part, it is given s minus t is equals to 3 and t upon 3 plus t upon 2 is equals to 6. So how to solve this? So method we know, the substitution method. So in this we will first from the equation 1 we can write s is equals to 3 plus t. Now putting this value in the equation number 2, so we have 3 plus t over 3 is plus t upon 2 is equals to 6. On solving this we are getting t is equals to 6. Now putting this value t is equals to 6 in the equation number 3, so we have s is equals to 3 plus 6, which is equals to 9. So this is the required answer, s is equals to 9 and t is equals to 6. Then moving to the third part it is given 3x minus y is equals to 3 and 9x minus 3y is equals to 9. So from the equation 1 we get y is equals to 3x minus 3. Putting the value of y in the equation number 2, so we are getting 9x, 3 into y, 3 into in place of y we write 3x minus 3, which is equals to 9. So on solving this, what we are saying, thus 9 is coming equals to 9, which is true. Hence the pair of linear equation has infinitely many solutions. Okay, so we are not going to solve because this is of the infinitely many solutions. Now moving towards the next part, in the next part we can see in the fourth part, so it is given that 0.2x plus 0.3y is equals to 1.3 and 0.4x plus 0.5y is equals to 2.3. So now from this equation 1 we can write y is equals to 1.3 minus 0.2x over 0.3. Now putting this value in the equation number 2, so we are getting a 0.4x plus 0.5 into 1.3 0.2x over 0.3. So on solving this we are getting x is equals to 2. Now putting this value of x is equals to 2 in the equation number 3, so we are getting y is equals to 1.3 minus 0.2 into 2 over 0.3, which is equals to 0.9 over 0.3, which is equals to 3. So hence our answer is x equals to 2 and y is equals to 3. Then moving towards the question number 5th, we have root 2x plus root 3y is equals to 0 and root 3x minus root 2y is equals to 0. So from the equation 1 we can write y is equals to root 2x over root 3. Putting this value of y in the equation number 2, so we'll get here root 3x minus 2 into minus root 3x over root 3 minus root 2x over root 3 is equals to 0. So on solving this we are getting here x is equals to 0. Now putting this value in the equation number 3, we'll get here y is equals to 0. So we have x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 0. Now moving towards the sixth part, if we see in the sixth part, so what is given in the sixth part, it is given that 3x over 2 minus 5y over 3 is equals to minus 2 and we have x over 3 plus y over 2 is equals to 13 upon 6. Now from equation 1 we can write here 5 upon 3y is equals to 3x upon 2 plus 2, which is equals to 3x plus 4 whole upon 2. So then we have y is equals to 3 upon 5. Okay, so putting this in the second equation, okay, so solving this we are getting y is equals to 9x plus 12 all over 10. Now putting this value in the equation number 2, we'll get x upon 3 plus 1 upon 2. 9x plus 12 over 10 is equals to 13 upon 6. So on solving this we are getting here x is equals to 2. When x is equals to 2, now putting this value in the equation number 3, so we'll get here y is equals to 9 into 2 plus 12 over 10, that is 3. So we have the result x equals to 2 and y is equals to 3 is the required answer. Now moving toward the question number 2, in the question number 2, solve 2x plus 3y is equals to 11 and 2x minus 4y is equals to minus 24 and hence find the value of m for which y is equals to mx plus 3. So 2x plus 3y is equals to 11, so we can write here 2x minus 4y is equals to minus 24. So from this from this what we'll do, first we'll solve this, so we get y is equals to 11 minus 2x whole over 3. Now putting this value in the equation number 2, we are getting 2x minus 4 into 11 minus 2x whole over 3 is equals to minus 24. So on solving this we have x is equals to minus 2. Putting the values of x in the equation 3, we get y is equals to 11 minus 2 into 2 over 3, which is equals to 5. Now hence we have x equals to minus 2 and y is equals to 5. Hence we have x equals to minus 2, y is equals to 5. Now putting the value of x and y in the given equation, y is equals to mx plus 3, we get m is equals to minus 1. So minus 1 is the required answer. Now moving towards the question number 3, in the question number 3 So the very first question is the difference between two numbers is 26 and the number is 3 times the other. Find them. So looking here, so we have here, so let the first number be x, second number be y. According to equation, x is equals to 3y. Now the difference between the number is 26, therefore x minus y is equals to 26. Putting the value of x in the equation number 2, we get 3y minus y is equals to 26. That will be 2y is equals to 26, or y is equals to 13 is the answer. Putting this value in the equation number 1, we'll get x equals to 3 into y, that is 3 into 13, that is 39 is the answer. Now second part, if we see the second part, what is given in the second part is, question is, the larger of the two supplementary angle exceeds the smaller by 18 degree, find them. So let the larger angle be x, smaller angle be y. According to equation, the difference is of 18, so x is equals to y plus 18. Now both the angles are supplementary, it means their sum is equals to 180. So putting the values of x in equation 2, we get y plus x plus y is equals to 180, that is y is equals to 81 is the answer. Putting the value of y in the equation number, we get x is equals to 81 plus 18, which is equals to 99. So hence the required angles are 81 degree and the other is 99 degree. Now moving towards the question number 3. Okay, so third part, question number 3, third part. The coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3800. Later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1750. Find the cost of each bat and each ball. Okay, so look here how to solve this. So in this question, so let the cost of 1 bat be rupees x, let the cost of 1 ball be rupees y. According to the first condition, 7x plus 6y is equals to 38. So x is equals to 3800 minus 6y whole over 7. According to the second condition, 3x plus 5y is equals to 1750. So putting the value of x in the equation 2, we get thrice of 3800 minus 6y whole upon 7 plus 5y is equals to 1750. So now on solving this, we are getting y is equals to 50. Now putting this value y is equals to 50 in the equation number first, so we are getting here x is equals to 3800 minus 6 into 50 over 7, which is equals to 500. So hence the cost of 1 bat is rupees 500 and the cost of 1 ball is rupees 50. Now we'll move towards the question number 4. Okay, question number 4. So what is the question? Now this is question number fifth part. So a fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if the 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, it becomes 5 upon 6. Find the fractions. Okay, so let the numerator be x and the denominator be y. So therefore the fraction is x upon y. According to condition, if we add 2 with both the numerator and denominator, the fraction become 9 upon 11. So this equation will become x equal, so we have here x equals to 9y minus 4 whole over 11. Now according to the second condition, if we add 3 to both the numerator and the denominator, the fraction become 5 upon 6. From this we are getting the equation 6x minus 5y is equals to minus 3. Now from equation 1, putting the value of x in equation number 2, so we'll get here 6 into 9y minus 4 over 11 minus 5y is equal to minus 3. So which will be y is equals to 9 is the answer of this. Now putting this value y is equals to 9 in the equation number 1, so we'll get x is equals to 9 into 9 minus 4 whole upon 11, which is equals to 7. So the required fraction is x upon y, which means 7 upon 9. Now moving towards the next part, that is the sixth part. In the sixth part, 5 years hence the age of the Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. So what are the present ages? So how to find this? So looking here, so let the age of the Jacob is equal to x years, let the age of the son be y years. After 5 years, Jacob's age is x plus 5 and son's age is y plus 5. So according to the question, we have here x plus 5 equals to 3 times y plus 5, which is equals to x is equals to 3y plus 10. Then 5 years ago, the age of Jacob was x minus 5 years, son's age was y minus 5 years. According to the question, x minus 5 is equals to 7 into y minus 5, so which is equals to x minus 7y is equals to minus 30. So putting the values of x in the equation 2, we get 3y plus 10 minus 7y is equals to minus 30. So we have here y is equals to 10 as the answer. Now putting this y is equals to 10 in the equation number 1, so we'll get x is equals to 3 into 10 plus 10, which is equals to 40. So hence the age of the Jacob is 40 years and the age of his son is 10 years. Okay, so with this we come to the end of this exercise, that is exercise 3.4.